Konnichiwa, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about cushions. Eigyo desu. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. This is the 7th year of the Sales Japan series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku, here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Plus, stop wasting money on training in Japanese, training de okane o muda ni suru no wa yamimashou, and these are all available now on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive and even better, thrive in business. 1, sell more, do it more easily. 2, exceed your targets, in fact, blow up your targets. 3, make some serious money. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series. And every second Tuesday, the Business Touches in no Oshien Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcasto Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. This is episode number 322. Today we're talking about no cushion, no sale in Japan. A cushion in the sales world isn't that thing you bite into with frustration when your old client buys from your competitor rather than you. It is a ploy, a trick, a device, a subterfuge to stop us making a mess of the deal. Most salespeople have no idea what a cushion is or how to employ it, which is why they are losing sales on a regular basis. The hardest people to teach this technique to are seasoned salespeople. Actually, in my recall, teaching anything to experienced salespeople is fraught. They believe they know it all, and they feel their own methodologies are the best and need no additions or alterations. Cushion smushion is often the view when we introduce this idea to salespeople. Where do we use this cushion and what is it? After we have dug deep and found out where the client is now, where they want to be, and why they are not there yet, we are in a position to offer some of our potential solutions to help them get there and for them to enjoy the kudos associated with it. At this point, we will get pushback, hesitations, and objections to our genius idea to fix their problem. This is when we need to bring out the cushion. Being emotional creatures, we don't like pushback from buyers because we all want to hear, yes, we will take it, at our original non-discounted price. And I'll try that again. Being emotional creatures, we don't like pushback from buyers because all we want to hear is, yes, we will take it, at our original non-discounted price and right away pronto. If we get, your price is too high, we become agitated and we do dumb things like trying to justify the offer. This is typically what these so-called seasoned salespeople do, and then they can't work out why they have to drop the price all the time to land the deal. What if you could land the deal without any discounting? Sounds good, doesn't it? And let's explore how to do that. Chemicals from the brain are released the moment we hear, "Your price is too high," and we get into fight mode with the client. Actually, we cannot control the release of the chemicals, but we can control what we do in terms of our reaction. The first reaction is to justify the price by talking about the tremendous value our solution represents. We try to get the client to buy through force of will or by going on and on about how great our solution is and why it isn't really that expensive, especially when you amortize the cost over 1,000 years. Clients become defensive in response to these assaults on their opinion and often get in their little bunker and hunker down to resist all that we say until they hear those magic words, "I will drop the price." So, arguing with the client isn't the smartest method, but still, it is a favourite with some of these seasoned salespeople. Find out more. We come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also are doing custom in-house programs. We do them in both Japanese and English. We do them in our super safe classroom and live online. On the 3rd of February, we do the 12-week version. On the 13th of February, we do the 3-day version. On the 25th of February, we do the English version of the Dale Carnegie course. It's our flagship program. 30th of January, and then later on the 27th of February in English, we will do high-impact presentations. On the 13th of February, and then later on the 18th of May, we'll be doing our Leadership Training for Managers program. On the 14th of February and later on the 9th of June, we'll be doing our Winning with Relationship Selling program. Go to our website at www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. That's www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Lots and lots of value there for you. To do better in Japan, email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching video, then we have nearly 2,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Welcome back. We have to get more information before we know what to say to the client's attack on our pricing. Objections are also often smoke screens. What they say may not be what they are thinking. Even if we bite and do a brilliant job on answering their pushback, we still don't get the deal done because that wasn't the core issue. We answered it brilliantly, but to no avail. We need to test for the real objection before we try and answer anything, and this is where the cushion comes to the rescue. A cushion is a neutral statement which neither agrees nor disagrees with the client's opinion. "Your price is too high" receives a cushion like this. Budgeting is certainly an important element of every business. That short little offering is a breaker, like the circuit breaker in our homes to stop an electrical surge burning down the house. It stops us from answering the client's preposterous claim that our price is too high and reminds us we need to say only one thing in response. We've created a breaker from the chemical reaction and have allowed the brain to start functioning properly again, and we say very, very sweetly, "May I ask you why you say that?" And then we shut up and do not speak. This is a genius question because now the client has to justify their claim and provide us with the reason. As we assemble more information, we get more possibilities available to us and more angles from which to approach our answer. We're going to give a very well-considered response, as opposed to that first chemically induced emotional response we would have given. If we can manage that process directly, then we don't need a cushion. The problem is, your price is too high, is the siren call to battle with the client. And it is very hard to stop yourself from diving straight into the entrails of why the buyer is wrong. Once we get an answer from the client, we cannot stop there. We need to keep ferreting out the real objection. After hearing their answer, we say, in addition to X, are there any other concerns? And we keep repeating this process until we have them all out on the table. Usually there are 2 or 3 or occasionally 4, but rarely more than that. Next, we ask them to choose which is the most concerning for them, and that is the one we answer. The cushion is a key to a better conversation with the client, helping us to clear the emotional fog clouding our minds when we get an objection. The chances of us finding an answer which doesn't require us to drop the price go right up when we use this method. I like that. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, then please work on your karma and share this with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned today. Go out there and survive. Use it and make some serious money. Bucks, dough, moolah, coin, dosh, lolly, ready, smackers, earners, and bread and honey. Remember, I'm in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.